What is going on, people? I think we are live. Are we live? We're live. And you can see the, let's see if my volume works first. Yep. You can see the title, The Fall of YouTube. But is it really falling? I have a guest coming on known as Stupidity Exodus. This is actually an individual I watch. I greatly appreciate somebody like this who will go in and look at information instead of just regurgitate what he heard on another YouTube channel. He'll actually go and look for the information and give you pretty good sound advice. But like I was telling Berserker yesterday, Julian, what's going on? Almost all of my videos have been demonetized. They're all saying that they're not advertiser friendly. And it's kind of weird, but I just received an email from YouTube saying that they looked at some of the videos that I was disputing, and they said, nope, they're not qualified for monetization. They don't tell you why. In a couple of them, I probably understand because I'm an asshole and I cuss, and but there's a couple of them where I never cuss. I don't say anything like derogatory towards anybody, and those are still demonetized. And I'm guessing once some of your videos start getting demonetized, then your whole channel is just going to be a constant. They're going to watch it more. The bots are probably out there watching it. But we'll wait for him to come around to give us or give his opinion on it. His link is in the description. Everybody go and sub to him. I'm not sure why. He only has like 2,000 subs, which is ridiculous. He's much better than that. He's actually an individual that will live stream his videos, so he does everything in one take. You got to give him credit for that. Jacob, welcome, a new subscriber. Thank you. Like my content? Oh, you might want to go check somebody out. Who else is here? Jerry in the building. Welcome, sir. Zane, don't worry, man. You can always go back and watch that 6.5 hour live stream, I think it was. And there goes a motorcycle like every goddamn day. Every time I do this. The Soul, what's up, brother? Mr. Clean. YouTube will perish in the great meme war between feminism and MGTOW. Is MGTOW still a thing? Feminism will always be here, so. Ethan, welcome. Jerry, really? Jerry says, I'm a new subscriber. Thanks for waking me up. So I am happy that I can bring another one of you to the fold. Jerry, really? A lot of people, including myself, that watched the advice show didn't think he was that bad. I mean, it was like 4 years ago when I started watching him. And even though he was a little racist, he was nowhere near where he is today. I think he was that bad. I mean, what in the hell was that? 4 years ago when I started watching him. And even though he was a little racist. Stupidity, are you there, buddy? Near where he is today. I think he was that bad. I mean, what in the hell was that? 4 years ago when I started watching him. All right. God damn it, I did it again to myself. I muted myself so I couldn't hear you, Stupidity. Are you there, buddy? If I can hear him typing, he'll jump in sooner or later. Who else we got here? You can't hear me in the Hangout, Stupidity? Did you mute your computer? Because I can hear you.
Did you
only
mute
when I
your
watch the stream
computer? Because I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear my feedback too from you. Oh, that's not cool. Stupidity Exodus is a guy I've been trying to live stream for a little while, but he got, he's one of these people that has a life and a job and shit like we
So I
do.
just listened to the live stream.
Is that
and
you?
You said that you can hear me, but I can't hear you. So there's no way for me to communicate with you. I can listen to your live stream. I can hear you talking, but in the Hangout, there's no sound. So right now I'm just talking to myself.
You can't hear me?
Communicate with you. I can listen to your live stream. I can hear you talking. There's no sound. So right now,
that's weird. I can hear you now, but you can't hear me. I've never had that problem before, so I'm not sure how to fix that. Julian, can you say hi to me? Sure, I can say hi to you. Yeah, the people in the chat hear Stupidity Exodus, which is a great name, by the way.
Okay, I think I got the sound fixed now.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. That booming voice of Stupidity Exodus, people.
So what it was is in the Hangouts, you can set the sound output to be different things, and it was actually set to be XSplit for whatever the hell reason. So I set it to be my speaker so now I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a tech savvy person at all. I can barely turn this computer on.
It's all good. So we're going to talk about the fall of YouTube.
So, yes, how bad are we at right now, Stupidity?
It's pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty much a platform for scammers. It's anything goes. I mean, people are breaking YouTube policies, they're breaking laws, and we hardly see any consequences, which is encouraging even more people to do more garbage. And then it's also YouTube promoting garbage. So you have people that spend the time to do great content, whether it's skits or animation, and they're not getting views. But then you have people that are clickbaiting and doing all this bullshit content. They're getting views, they're making a ton of money. And again, that just encourages more people. They're like, why am I going to waste my time? Going to do some skit, I'm going to spend all this money and editing and all that kind of stuff when I could just do some clickbait video and make all this money. So it's just absolutely becoming a bullshit platform.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. It's sad when I sit there and see individuals that put absolutely no effort into their video. They sit in front of a camera, they spewed out racist remarks, they get 40,000 views, and it takes them 14 minutes to make the video. And the guy that sits there for 7 hours breaking down videos so they can use clips, they're getting, like I get 1,000 views if I'm lucky, but all of my stuff will be demonetized.
Absolutely. A lot of videos have been getting demonetized. But actually, have you noticed this? I noticed something very recently, that it seems like a lot of ads have been showing up on a lot of videos that they weren't showing up before. I noticed this within the last couple of weeks. For example, Tommy Sotomayor, that does a lot of racist content, a lot of his videos didn't used to show ads. Now I'm going there and I see Verizon, I'm seeing like movie trailers showing up before his videos, and also other channels as well that do controversial content. I'm starting to see a lot of ads showing up. Even actually Philip DeFranco, he complained about this. And usually when I watch his stuff, I don't see ads on his videos, but I started to see ads showing up on those videos as well. So something happened in the last 2 to 3 weeks, which apparently is benefiting people that are doing the bullshit and violating the policies and doing the things that, YouTube got under fire for. Oh, you got ads on racist content. Well, guess what? They're doing it again, and I think even more so than in the past. So have things gotten worse instead of better? I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Well, the people that you mentioned all have more than 100,000 views, and once you or subscribers, and once you hit that number, YouTube gives you a phone number that so you can contact a person at YouTube. Do you think like Philip DeFranco or is using their in order to get ads put back on their videos? Because he did make a complaint about YouTube, how they were allowing certain videos to get advertisement, but they took his away. And like you said, all of a sudden his are coming up again.
I really doubt that, because the impression that I've gotten from YouTube, and you watch my videos, you see I've mentioned this a few times, it's like YouTube basically doesn't give a fuck. Like, they don't care about the Phil DeFranco. And that's the thing, it's crazy because these guys make a lot of money for YouTube. You look at somebody like PewDiePie. PewDiePie, the largest YouTuber on the platform, he makes so much money for YouTube, but yet YouTube doesn't even talk to him. They will mess things up that will affect his channel negatively. They won't say anything to him. And then when he does a video saying, hey, what's up? What are you guys doing? They don't really give him the respect that he deserves. I mean, think about any company where your top contributor, you don't even give a fuck. Like this, you're running a sales company of some sort, and you have a guy who has the most sales out of the whole team. Right, and he's complaining and saying, you know, hey, you know, we need more vacation time, and you're not even responding. You're just like, fuck you. I mean, that's YouTube. Like, so I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but I really don't get the impression that YouTube really cares.
Yeah, the way you're talking, it does sound like YouTube. They had that crisis. They had the problem. Advertisers were actually coming down on them, which is another story, by the way. And now that time has elapsed, maybe they're thinking, maybe the advertisers aren't paying attention anymore, and we can start trying to make money again.
I don't know, man. I'll tell you one thing. YouTube is by far, YouTube and Google, by far one of the most bizarre things that I've ever experienced. I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling. The whole picture, when you look at how successful Google is. Now, YouTube been losing money for a long time. A lot of people don't even get this, but Google, majorly successful. Look at their stock price, right? So they're supposed to have the best people and all this kind of bullshit, but then you look at the stuff they're doing and you're just like, how does this make any sense? Like, you have the best people, and this is what you're doing. This is what you're producing with the best people out there. You got all these nice perks, and everybody want to work for Google. So you should be so awesome in everything that you're doing, but yet they do so much bullshit. It's just like, I don't even get it, man.
Google is yeah, like you said, Google makes immense amount of money, and YouTube is a very small amount of Google's annual earnings. And there's a lot of people, including individuals that come on this show, that, you know, they like to dabble in the conspiracy type world, and they kind of look at it as a SJW type platform at this point, where they're going to try to push more of the SJW stuff, and they're going to try to get rid of more of the, I guess, alt-right people. Does that make any sense to you?
I mean, I guess I could see that, but I think I even would mention an even bigger picture, which it's very, you know, ironic when you look at YouTube and you look at the YouTubers and you listen to what they're saying and what their concerns are and what the focus is, and to me it seems like they're living in one world and YouTube and Google are living in another world. So while the YouTubers are talking about, you know, oh, they're demonetizing my videos and this and that and whatever, YouTube has moved on. Like, that's the way I look at it. YouTube is not even messing with them right now. They're on this, what is it, YouTube Red, and what's the next thing, YouTube TV or something like that?
Yeah, they're trying to make a TV out of this.
Exactly. To me, that's where YouTube is going, because they've been losing money. Any company that's losing money, you got to figure out a strategy how you're going to actually start making money, right? So to me, that's what they're focused on, YouTube Red and YouTube TV. So while these YouTubers are sitting there complaining and to me, YouTube, like, you guys are old news. YouTube wants to go corporate. They want to have all these sort of basically take TV and bring it online. I mean, of course, that already happens, but YouTube wants to do their own little sort of online cable network. So they want to have, to me, relationships with brands and things like that, and get all these brand-friendly individuals to work with and things like that. To me, that's what YouTube is focused on. So any stuff you see them doing with the normal YouTube, to me, that's all for show. I mean, that's just my theory, but I really think that they've moved on. But how do you move on? I mean, you don't want to put that out there. Like, you don't want to let people know, well, hey guys, you spent all this time building up your YouTube channels and all this kind of bullshit and your careers, but we're actually going to shut this down. We're looking to do another business right now. Like, how do you do that? So to me, you don't say anything. You just, pretend like you're still doing that. Meanwhile, in reality, you're actually focused on a whole new business that doesn't involve the people who are sitting there complaining.
So are you suggesting that in a few years that somebody like me will no longer be allowed to upload on YouTube?
It's not that you're allowed to, it's not that you won't be allowed to upload on YouTube. It's just that you will be essentially in a digital ghost town. And what I mean by ghost town is, that's just a hard word to use, because I don't think people are going to run away and stop, watching the videos. But the thing about it is, YouTube as a business, YouTube as a job, as a career, like that to me is only going to get worse. So it's just going to become kind of a free-for-all, people posting videos or whatever. But maybe, it's really, you think it's hard to make money now. It might be 10 times harder to make money in the future. And especially because YouTube might at some point just stop even doing anything to even try to pretend to be like, oh, we're still doing this. So basically, to me, YouTube in the future is going to be a combination of the original YouTube, where no one was making any money, and the new YouTube, where it's a lot of bullshit content.
And the bullshit content makes good money, though.
It's funny. It's funny to say bullshit content, because here's the reality: bullshit content was around from the beginning. It's just that it's a different type of bullshit content. Like in the beginning, it was, oh, look at this cute cat video. It's so cute. Or look at my son. He fell over. It's so funny. Ha ha. That. I mean, it's bullshit. It's funny, but whatever. But today's bullshit is, it's fake. It's fucking Jake Paul saying that his assistant was assaulted by some other YouTuber. The YouTuber supposedly being upset. Oh, you guys are messing with my name. Meanwhile, the whole thing was probably fake. The whole thing was probably done as a publicity stunt, because I don't know if you saw the video I mentioned about this. If you look at FaZe Bank's channel, he is absolutely blowing up right now. He's getting so much views. He's making so much money off of that stuff with the accusation. So to me, I don't really think he cares, and that whole thing might be fake. So it's like cute cat videos versus a bunch of bullshitters, like scammers and liars and manipulators. So to me, it's a whole nother level of bullshit.
See, this is why I like this guy. He understands shit. Yeah, I think there's a whole lot of fake shit going on. I think there's a lot of YouTubers that will get together, and some will collaborate with each other, but I think some of them will talk, hey, let's start a little war with each other. Let's get, your fans to come and watch me. My fans will come and watch you. Sure, you'll get hate, but you're getting the clicks, right? And that's how you make your money.
Exactly. It's all about that money, money, money.
I'm curious to know what you think, just real quick, on the Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed when he tried to give him some Coon Award or something. Do you think that was completely set up?
I would say this. I wouldn't be surprised if between Tariq and what's his name, DJ Vlad, if they somehow, I don't want to say set it up together as a conspiracy, but at least there was some level of knowledge to where maybe, Tariq is like, yo, DJ Vlad, and he may not even tell him the exact details. I want to come on the show and do something to mess with him or whatever it is. So somehow DJ Vlad might have known at least that Tariq was going to show up, but may not have known exactly what he was going to do. And so I'm not sure. I'll just leave it at that. I think that there's a possibility, and I don't have no evidence, this is just purely instinct based on how things go down on YouTube and what I saw. I think that there might have been some level of communication and knowledge that something was going to go down between DJ Vlad and Tariq.
Yeah, anytime I see people that have an opportunity to make money or get a little more fame off of something, it's hard to believe anything, especially on YouTube.
You know what fascinates me recently, which I want to do some videos covering this, is a sort of a I don't know, phenomenon, what do you want to call it, that's happening. And it's like, it's interesting because I do a lot of videos, you know, where I talk about essentially bullshit. And then there's this concept that people call, you know, bullshit detector. Now, I think I have a pretty good bullshit detector, because I see some bullshit, I'll be like, man, come on, get the hell out of here with that. I'm not even believing what you're selling right now. But here's the thing. What I've been noticing is, it seems to me that due to social media, I feel that modern kids today, their bullshit detectors are severely damaged. Because I see a lot of stuff, to me, I look at it and I'm just like, you can obviously tell this guy's bullshitting. Just listen to the tone of their voice. Look at the body language. Look at their face. You can almost see like they're grinning. And to me, the fact that they can do this, they can be such bad actors and yet get away with it and not have everybody instantly like, oh man, that's bullshit, man. Actually have people listening and believing this stuff. It's like, what is happening? I mean, you go to a movie or watch a TV show and everybody's an expert. Oh, the acting was so bad. Oh, the acting was so bad. The characters weren't believable. But then in real life, when people are on some bullshit who aren't really good at acting, all of a sudden, for some reason in social media, it's like people are blind. And I don't get it. These people are not that good. They're not that good actors. You can tell it's bullshit.
Well, you get people that grab a hold of somebody and it's like their friend, in a weird way. And so they will go an extra mile just to protect them because they're their friend, even if they're wrong, and they'll be blinded because it's their friend. I'm not, as kids are stupid, right?
Absolutely. But you know, interesting you mentioned that, because that's another thing that I noticed. To me, when I was younger, to me, I felt like kids were more clever, because this is the way I grew up. I grew up in a generation where, you know, parents were old-fashioned and they weren't up on things. You know what I'm saying? And the kids, they were more, you know, they were more modern and open-minded, and they could kind of school the parents and let the parents know what's up, right? The parents, you're all stuck in your ways. You don't understand what's going on. Obviously, kids got a little arrogant too. They think they knew more than they knew. But to me, kids used to be savvy. But now today, it's like the kids are just dumb. I mean, I don't want to be cursing on your show, but
no, go ahead. We curse all the time, buddy.
All right, well, it's just like the kids are dumb as fuck today, man. I'm just like, come on. You're supposed to be the young one. And it's like, I don't even know, are they on the equal playing field right now? You have people that are just older, and I'm not saying because you're older, you're dumb, but, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people, when they get older, they do get set in their ways, and it's hard to, like I said, hard to teach an old dog new tricks. But the kids, to me, they're almost on the same level. They look at the whole phone. Like, kids don't even know how to shoot video on a cell phone. It's 2017, and you got kids who were born in technology. Like, they were born with cell phones in their hands, and they shooting vertical video just like some old fart guy. Like, you know, I don't understand. It's like,
I get so mad about that too, man.
It's like you got
the young ones.
You got grandpa who, you know, was born with black and white TV, whatever. Okay, we get it. But then you have Mr. 15-year-old born with a cell phone in your hand, and you don't know how to just rotate. I mean, what? Come on, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't get it.
Maybe that's the cool way, and we're just too old to understand how cool it is.
Maybe that's what it is. But I actually wanted to, for reference, I want to show you some stuff that I saw. So this Kanika Jenkins stuff that's been going down. You have any comments on that?
I've barely looked into it, so not really.
So there was a video where, what was it? Kanika Jenkins, I think her, the hotel thing. So it's Kanika Jenkins' mother speaks in front of the hotel. There's a guy who was supposedly like an activist, and he seems so fake to me. He's another example of what I was talking about, where it's like, it's really bad acting. Oh, I know what it is. It's when they went to the jail or something. Kanika Jenkins, activist, jail or something, and it was just, you could just tell he was just on some trying to get attention. And it's like, people watch these things and like, I don't understand how they don't get it. He was even like, he made some jokes and you could see like he was trying to grin or what. I'm just like, come on, don't you see that he doesn't care about this girl? He doesn't care about none of this. He's just trying to get views.
Well, it's showmanship at this point for the kid. You got to get the kid's attention, so you gotta do shit like that.
I know what it was. It was Tommy Sotomayor had it on his channel. He had this video about they went to the jail and acting a fool or something. Let me see, jail or police station. Probably said police station. Let's see if I can find it. Please visit Tommy. No. Let's do in the last this week.
The story we're talking about, is that the girl who was found dead?
Yeah, that's the girl that was found dead in the freezer. And of course, he's been going back and forth because this guy has been calling him out, saying how he's disrespecting the mother. Now, the mother, I'm not on his level, so in terms of like being disrespectful, so I'm gonna hold my tongue a little bit. But the mother, again, the bullshit detector. I don't trust her either. I really don't trust her either, because you just lost your daughter. And to me, I see her smiling and giggling around, and she be getting too much into the, oh, I'm on my live. I'm just not buying it, man. I don't see how that's a grooving, a grieving mother. How are you I will say it again, grooving mother. How are you a grieving mother and you stay on live? That's another thing that's annoying me. This whole live thing. That's the new lingo now. It's like, oh, I'm on live. Look at me on my live. That's, instead of saying like live stream, they just say live, and like it's picking up. It's becoming a trend now, and it's just, oh my goodness. Have you heard this thing? This new live. Everybody's on live. You on my live?
I start most of my shows now saying we are live, and the reason why I do it is just because on my other channel we have a guy that comes on named Tommy, who went on this big rant about exactly what you're saying. So now, as a joke, we do it all the time. Wow.
You're watching Cynic, and you watching my live. Cynic's live.
Yeah.
Live tonight. I don't even know what the video is. I'll try to find it and send it to you. But it was just ridiculous. This activist guy. Anybody that's been following the story, you've seen this guy. He's all over the place I'm trying to get justice and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know, man. I see, and that's another thing I'm seeing about today's society. It's everybody wants to be, famous, to be known. They want those likes. They want those followers. That's what it's all about.
So sad, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like, forget about career or any kind of goals in life. Your goal in life is, how many likes can I get on this post?
I want to be the next Catch Me Outside girl.
Exactly.
How many children look up to that stupid cunt?
Exactly. And the thing about it is, that's another thing that's sickening to me. And that's what, when you see I make videos, that's how those videos come to be. I watch stuff and it just really, really just irks me, and I make a video. Like, I see how this girl, I think she's 14 now, right? It's a 14-year-old girl.
Yep.
And to me, the mother is being abusive, because this child is being rewarded for acting up and cursing, and she's on Instagram with grown men, you know, writing sexual things to her. All this kind of stuff is going down, and the mother is condoning every bit because of that dollar bill, right?
Exactly.
All about the money. And the thing is, okay, the mother, you know, whatever, but the thing about it is the community as a whole, when I say community, I just mean, you know, all of us, the people that are watching this, I don't see people, it's like people forget this is a child. You know, it's like she got music videos on. I see that idiot, what's his name, Drama Alert, talking about, oh, this is fire. It's a fucking child. And she's making a video about what was it about? About whores? Something about whores. What is a 14-year-old girl doing a music video talking about whores?
Yep. And like you said, Drama Alert will report on it, which is going to get people that did maybe not even know her, but they know him. Now they know her. And he does it strictly for money. He wants the likes. He wants the clicks as well.
It's absolutely insane. And the thing is, you know, Child Protective Services doing all kind of stuff, messing with different people or whatever. Where the hell are they now?
That's a great point. Has anybody looked into if Protective Services ever got called or anything?
To me, they weren't even in the picture. Now, I can't verify it for a fact, but it's like they were non-existent for a minute, and then in the very end, like within the last 3 or 4 months, then they stepped in on some like, oh, some of this stuff, you know, we might need to look into. Like, where the fuck have you guys been? I don't even know what it was. There was an incident where she was out, the girl was out at like 2 in the morning or something in Miami or something like that, and there was a fight. I'm like, why is a 13 spot? She's 13 then. Why is a 13-year-old girl out at night at a like bar type scene at 3 in the morning? And this is being seen by millions of people. How can you be so negligent to such a large audience and you don't have Child Protective Services all over your ass?
Yeah, it's a great question. Your whole point of it takes a village kind of idea, and how in a society that nobody's really even saying, all of us, we're not really saying anything. It's kind of been like that for a few years now, where we're more individualists. You know, we watch stuff, but that's on TV. It's not real. So we don't feel like it's going to affect our lives, even though that fucking 13-year-old kid might be around my 12-year-old kid, an influencer. And even if she's not like directly near her, if I was a bad parent and just let my 12-year-old watch whatever the hell she wanted on YouTube, she wouldn't know that girl. And she would see how she's popular and, well, everybody thinks she's cool. So maybe if I act more like that, I can be cool.
Absolutely. And it's like I did another video talking about, what was it? Jake Paul did a diss video contest. And a 9-year-old, yeah, a 9-year-old wins the contest. So the parents are all excited. Our 9-year-old won the contest. And he gets flown out to wherever, I guess Miami, to do some music video. Why is a 9-year-old, that's not even old enough to have a YouTube account? Am I correct on that? 9-year-old, you can't have a YouTube account.
You're not supposed to.
What's the minimum age?
I think it was 12 or 13.
So it's not even old enough to have a YouTube account. How the hell are you a fan of Jake Paul? I don't get it. I mean, okay. He was on Disney, so it could be through Disney. But this is a YouTube thing. It was a YouTube video about this contest. He couldn't have known about it unless he subscribed to Jake Paul and was watching on YouTube, which he's not supposed to be on in the first place. But the bottom line is, you have a guy who basically promotes fuck the world, do whatever the fuck you want to do, no consequences. As a matter of fact, the more bullshit he does, the more rich he gets.
Yeah.
Now, that is an extremely toxic message to be given to a young, impressionable child. I mean, think about the idea of you showing, look, you could just do whatever the fuck you want to do and you become a millionaire. And you're gonna show that to an 8-year-old, 9-year-old. Good luck trying to get that child to be, you know, a citizen, a constructive citizen. I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Constructive, that's fine. That works.
I guess constructive. You know what I mean?
Outstanding.
Exactly. I mean, this child as a teenager, next thing you know, he's acting out. He don't want to do his homework. He's fighting at school and just whatever. And then you're like, why is he? Why? You allowed him to be indoctrinated that this behavior is something to, you know, it's the correct thing to do. And in fact, it's something that you can get greatly rewarded from. And it's not, I shouldn't even say, it is something that people are getting rewarded for. So Cash Me Outside, Jake Paul, who else is out there doing bullshit and getting money doing it?
Well, how much blame do you put on Jake Paul, and how much blame do you put on that 9-year-old kid's parents for allowing him to watch Jake Paul, or even I'm sure these parents don't even know who the fuck Jake Paul really is.
First of all, the first person I blame is YouTube, because basically Jake Paul has been violating YouTube policies with some of the stuff that he's been doing. He's definitely been doing some very shady things, definitely illegal things, and he's doing it on a platform, and YouTube is rewarding him greatly, and he's getting all this money. Now, not only is that contradictory to YouTube's policy, so you have these policies, he's violating the policies, and you're not enforcing them, but by you paying him to do this, you're essentially encouraging him to do it even more. And even bigger than that, you're encouraging other people, like, wait a minute, so he's doing all this bullshit, which is breaking the rules, and he's making millions of dollars. Well, guess what? I'm going to do it too. Matter of fact, I'm going to do crazier stuff than him. So basically, YouTube is the first, you know, to blame on this. I mean, actually, let's keep it real. Jake Paul is the first to blame because he's the one doing this stuff. YouTube is second to blame because it's their platform, and they're sitting back actually encouraging this by rewarding him for this stuff. Then the next to blame would absolutely be the parents. You need to be watching what you're, first of all, the internet. You got porn, you got all kind of stuff on there. How is your child able to, well, that's actually a dumb question. I was going to say, how is he getting access to YouTube to be able to be watching this stuff? But the thing about it is, in modern day, see, this is different when I grew up. Modern day kids got cell phones. I mean, I don't know, what do you do? What do you not have internet on the phone? Because if they got internet on the phone, they could do whatever they want. You can't watch it 24/7.
Well, you can put a, like what I do with my kids, they have kids YouTube. So for the little ones, they get that. My 12-year-old, I've raised her right, so I can trust her a little more. So I allow her to do things, but I can go look and see what she's been watching. So as a parent, I go and look and see what the fuck she's been watching. And I understand what you're saying, how you blame YouTube first and Jake Paul, because I want to blame both of them motherfuckers. I can't stand Jake Paul especially. But as a parent, I look at other parents and I see them, you know, on their iPhone while their kids are running around playing instead of interacting with their fucking kids and, you know, doing things with them. So I kind of blame the parents more than anybody.
This is the thing. To me, as a parent, you need to be involved in your kids' lives to the point where you know who their friends are. Yep. You know what they're watching, right? What kind of shows so that you got your kid who keeps talking about this Jake Paul. As a responsible parent, who is Jake Paul? Who is this Jake Paul that my son Timmy keeps talking about? Jake Paul. Who? I want to know what you're watching, what kind of stuff you're watching, how you might be influenced by that. I want to be engaged with my child, what they're watching, what they're listening to, who their friends are. I want to be present as a parent, not passive. But a lot of parents are passive. It's like, all right, stop bothering me. Here, take the iPad and go play your games and stop bothering me. Right? That's the modern day parent. Go play with your iPad.
The new babysitter, yeah.
Exactly. Take this thing and go do something in the corner. Stop bothering me. Right? And what are they doing in the corner? Watching Jake Paul. Watching Pornhub.
Well, it's even worse because YouTube will put like I said, I put kids guidance on my kids stuff, but YouTube will have a princess from Frozen and Spider-Man. I don't know the name of this channel, but they do sexually exploited things and violent things towards one another. But yet YouTube directs this towards the kids because they make a shit ton of money.
Exactly.
But is there anything we can do to stop it? I mean, we're kind of screwed here, aren't we?
I don't really think that there's anything that can be done. I mean, I shouldn't say there's nothing that can be done, but I will say it is a massive problem, and I think something that people are missing is that what you are witnessing here is in some ways, you know how a disease can start small, and you don't even know you got it. You don't even know you running around thinking you're cool, and it's in there eating your inside out, whatever. And then later on, some little symptom shows up. Next thing you know, you're a critical condition. How did you get here? To me, that is kind of happening right now to our society. There's a lot of damage being done by social media. A lot of the stuff we talked about is happening right now in terms of the influence of the kids, the next generation. And it's all brewing and brewing and brewing. And what's to come next in terms of the type of human beings that are going to be, in positions of power and basically taking over the next generation, I think it's going to be some scary times, man.
I'm absolutely with you, and I think all of my subs are with you. I'm almost 40 now, and I've seen the decline of everything. Year after year, I've noticed how it's gotten a little worse, a little worse. I mean, TV, you would never hear any type of even close of cussing or really any sexual innuendos. And now it's almost guaranteed every episode you're going to see some girl wearing something she shouldn't be fucking wearing on ABC.
It's really, really, really bad. It's and there's so many ways around it. And you know what? It's all for the love of money.
Yep.
It's all for the love of money. That's why YouTube is not doing nothing. Right? Because they're getting paid. And it's ironic to say that because, again, I said they're getting paid, but I guess in some ways they're not because they're operating at a loss. So
I'm shocked to hear that. Do you know what kind of loss they're running?
I think it's pretty big, but I don't know if
Really?
YouTube has ever been profitable. But I think the losses are pretty big. I mean, you could easily look it up right now. Let me see. YouTube not profitable. Here's the thing. The CEO was asked when are they going to become profitable, and she was ducking and diving, and she was like, "Well, we're doing this and we're making changes to that." The question was, when do you think it'll become? When do you think you're gonna become profitable? Did she say a time? No, she's like what she's doing. We're doing this and we're doing that, and the lady's like, "Okay, so you don't have a timetable." Well, we're right now we're in the phase of expanding things, so that's a no. Oh, well, I was like, wow, she just refused to answer the question. She would not give any kind of time frame of when she thinks they're going to be profitable. See, I found the link right here. If you look it up, it says YouTube CEO says there's no timetable for profitability.
That's horrible for stock people.
I'm gonna show you right now. Look at. Can you see this? It's coming up right now.
Yeah, let me let your screen. All right, there you go.
My soft skin secret.
Oh, that's another thing I hate. I think there should be a law against this. I don't mean that literally, but the idea that you have on your website something that plays fucking sound unsolicited on my fucking computer.
Well, they got to make money, right? Oh, did I lose you?
That should not be allowed, man. That to me is fucking intrusive. I did not. It's my computer. You don't fucking decide to play stuff on your own like that. That to me is that just irks me, man.
I'm on your side with this, but I don't think we can stop it.
So I don't know if anybody can hear this, but I'm gonna play the video.
At the same time, we're investing in VR.
When is YouTube going to be profitable?
Well, right now we're investing in the platform, and we're investing a lot because we see this big opportunity of the TV viewing still moving. And so just to put that into numbers, if you look at the 18 to 24-year-old category, their viewership has gone down 40% in terms of the number of hours.
The question was when. We're still waiting for a time.
Hours of TV that they watch.
Of regular TV.
Of regular TV, linear TV, the one on the wall. And so we see this as an opportunity for us to continue to invest. And there's so many areas for us to invest in. At the same time, we're investing in VR, which has been a really exciting area. We're investing across the globe in all the emerging markets. We're investing in actually seeing YouTube on TVs, for example.
So it sounds like soon.
Well, right now we're in the investment mode.
Okay, but no timetable.
No timetable, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
You heard all that?
Sorry.
Did you hear that? How she was running around in circles, and the lady was just there like, so no timetable, no timetable. Like, oh my goodness, wow.
As soon as she asked the question, she knew she was fucked. She went, "Oh, don't ask me this." But with YouTube, they're going to have to constantly buy servers because more and more people are uploading shit. So they're going to be constantly investing into YouTube. They're never going to make a profit this way. And I don't think their TV thing is going very well at all.
Yeah, I don't, you know, I guess I'm not a good example, but I have no interest in YouTube Red or YouTube TV. Not even any interest enough to even investigate it, look into it. Like, so what they talking about? What kind of shows that I don't give a fuck? I'm not interested.
Yeah, well, the service they're providing with the TV is it's everywhere. There's many places you can get the exact same service for, I'm pretty sure, the same price. So I'm not sure why somebody would all of a sudden decide, okay, well, YouTube is the place I want to go to get my TV. Red is just silly.
Exactly. So I don't know what their thinking is. Like, once again, you know, these companies, YouTube and Google, they are like, it's so bizarre. They are like the best companies and the worst companies at the same time. Because I mean, we could say all we want to say about YouTube and how bad it is and whatever, but you know what? There's a lot that's really awesome about YouTube. I mean, the platform in general, the fact that we can stream HD video at no cost, you know, I could just go on and on about all the things that are awesome about YouTube, but they're also just as bad as they are good. It's weird. It's just a weird thing. I don't know anything else in this life that is as bizarre as fucking YouTube and Google.
So is there any chance that another platform like VidMe or any, I'm not even sure how many there are out there, is there any chance that they could take over for YouTube?
See, that's the thing. I mean, the big problem is, I mean, the short answer is yes, but it's extremely difficult because the big problem is Google is beyond monopoly.
Yeah.
They are beyond monopoly. Google, and a lot of people, this is another thing a lot of people don't realize. Google knows more about you than you know about you. Do you realize that?
Yeah. Scary, ain't it?
And now I'm going to explain how that works. Some people that don't understand. The reason why Google would know more about you than you know about you is because Google has all the data of everything that you search for. Every time you search for something, they know. So with access to the data, they can easily process and analyze that data. So for example, they could easily use software to figure out that whenever it comes close to Christmas time, you spend a lot of time, you start spending a lot of money on certain things, or you tend to do whatever it is, because whatever change in your behavior is going to be reflected in your search patterns. And because they have all the data, they can analyze it and see patterns that you may not even be aware of. How could you? Do you have a photographic memory to memorize exactly what you did and when you do it and how often? Google can do that. Google can know you better than you know you. Whenever
it's funny you say that, because I was actually doing some research on a video. So I was looking up particular area, and now every time I go to watch a video, well, not every time, but when the ad plays, it shows me that area, see if I want to buy a house, because Google knows I looked that shit up.
Exactly. I mean, it's so many things. Like maybe when the stock market is good, you tend to buy things more.
Yeah.
You know, and you may not even realize that. You may just, you know, if you're in the stock market, your money's good and you start buying things. I mean, it's just really, really mind-boggling. But the bottom line is, because of the fact that they have a monopoly on the search engine, that's how people find things. So how can you as a competitor really compete with YouTube? So you're going to create a platform. How are people going to find you? The only way to find your website is using the competitor.
Yeah. Or you could go old school, and especially with like YouTube or VidMe type process, where kids are watching it more than adults. Adults watch more regular TV. So what you would have to do is literally go to schools and colleges and hand out flyers and constantly do that until you get it into everybody's head. Oh yeah, there's that VidMe channel. Let me go check that out.
I mean,
Tall hill to climb.
Basically, you could think of it this way. So let's say Walmart is a pretty big chain, right? So let's say you wanted to come up with a competition for Walmart. You want to create another sort of superstore, and you want it to be, you know, franchise all over the country, right? So that's your plan, and sounds like a great plan. You know, good luck to you. But imagine if, in order for you to find customers, you needed for your customers to find you through Walmart. So the only way for them to know about you is Walmart themselves would have to have something in their stores that, you know, I don't know what it is, some kind of like a LED screen or whatever that shows you other interesting business in the area, and they'd have to mention your business. Now, I mean, think about the problem with that. So your success is dependent on your competitor leading people to your business.
Mm-hmm. Competitor that you're paying to advertise yourself.
Exactly. That's the other thing. I mean, you could get screwed so many ways. When you place an ad, how the fuck do you know what exactly happens? If you put an ad on YouTube, right, and YouTube says, oh, 1 million people saw this, how the fuck do you know 1 million people really saw your video?
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube could easily just put some fake numbers in there. 200 billion people saw this. Okay, wait a minute.
Okay.
200 billion people, but there's only like 7 billion or 8 billion people on the planet. What is it, like an intergalactic ad? Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Everybody watched it 50 times.
Listen, and that's the same thing I actually suspect with Facebook. I don't trust Facebook advertising for nothing. You do a Facebook ad, how the fuck do I know who really saw this? You do an ad and it says, oh, 50,000 people saw your video or saw your ad. Really? How the fuck do I know you did that?
Yeah, can you prove that to me? Is there a way to prove it?
There would really be, I can't think of any way how you could validate it.
Yeah, I'm not a computer guy, so.
There would have to be some way to sort of get a receipt. So somebody would have to, and who knows, I may be giving your listeners a business idea, but you would have to have a new technology or service that produces a digital receipt. So whenever somebody watches the video, this system would uniquely identify the person as, you know, this is an actual person who saw the video, so it's official. I don't have to just take your word for it. That's what we're doing. We're taking Google's word for it. We're taking Facebook's word for it. Right? It's like, imagine if, well, I guess that's kind of the same thing. Because if you give a guy a bunch of flyers and say, hey, give out these flyers for my party, how do you know he doesn't just throw it in the trash?
Yeah. Dude, this is a great actual business idea. I have no idea how you would make it work, but.
Yeah, I mean, the problem, though, is with any business idea, you have to first fulfill a need. Now, if the customers are too stupid to realize that this is an issue, then you're going to have a problem selling the product.
Oh, I think if you can you go to corporates and tell them, hey, let me help you out and make sure these people are doing what they say they're doing.
Yeah, but the thing is, again, they have to first be concerned that there's a problem. So actually, if I was some kind of really sneaky, you know, millionaire type guy, whatever, I want to go and manipulate things, what I would do is the first thing is I would somehow figure out a way to get the media to do a bunch of expose stories exposing how, you know, the issue of like, how do you know what you're getting, you know, when you pay for these ads? Make it a big story. Everybody's talking about it. Like, oh man, make the companies be like, wait a minute, hold up. That's true. How do we know? We're spending all this money. And the last time we spent a lot of money and we didn't really get much response. I wonder if that's why. So you got to plant the seed, make them paranoid. And then once the seed is planted, then you come with a solution and say, hey guys, look, I have this service that'll prevent that issue. But without people believing it's a problem, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard sale.
Well, that's what they did with PewDiePie, right? I mean, I know originally it started with one news organization. I don't know who it was, that they just wanted a story and they wanted some clicks. So it was a good way. You know, they know YouTubers get clicks, so they did the story. But I think that a lot of these, like McDonald's and Nike or whoever it was, got together and was like, you know, we can make YouTube give us cheaper advertising buy rates.
Exactly. You know, there's a lot of real sneaky stuff going on. That is for sure.
Yeah, anytime you deal with money, man, you get evil fucks.
As I always say on my show, money, 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 money.
I have to tell you, man, you got one of the greatest voices for YouTube. It's almost cartoonish.
The greatest voice of all time. And by the way, I got something to tell you.
Okay.
Apparently you're racist.
Yeah, all the time, apparently. Yeah. Who told you this one?
Who was it? That guy, what's his name? Jay Black. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jay Black, I guess he saw you comment on a video or whatever, so he made a video and he says, oh, and look, stupidity is associated with this racist, TheCynix. Why would he be buddy with this racist guy? Of course, he doesn't present any evidence in terms of why you're racist, and he doesn't need to, because that's how things are in society. You could just simply say stuff with no evidence, no backup, nothing, and people just be like, man, wow, he's in league with a racist? Wow. Okay.
Well, and that came about. You know who Monty Woodgrain is? Yeah, you know who
Monty is. Oh my goodness, yeah.
I didn't know who he was, and I made a video on Phil from the Advice Show where I took one of his older videos and his newer videos and just made him debunk himself or made himself look bad. And Monty wanted to use it. I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't care. And I found it entertaining when people make fun of that Black Bob is what I call him, but Phil. And yeah, that's where Jay Black ran into me, and I guess he followed me over to your channel, and he did his video on me, which I didn't even know. Somebody had to fucking tell me about it. So I went.
Did he? So he did a video. Okay.
Well, yeah, he's taken it down since he put it up, and I think the reason why is because on my other channel that we do live streams on, I had me, Berserker, and a couple of my normal people. We went through his video and we just laughed at him, and he pulled up an article trying to prove his point about how black people are the smartest in the world or something, but he didn't read all the whole thing. So we read the whole thing for him and just let him understand that no, dude, what you're doing, you're cherry picking one person and saying, see, we're better than you because this one person is better than you.
Well, let me tell you the truth about Mr. J Black. So J Black, I first saw him years ago. He started doing these great expose videos on Tommy Sotomayor. He would do these long videos. He would break things down, and he had very logical arguments and all this kind of stuff. I was like, this guy's good. But then he started saying some stuff that was extra in terms of, I'm like, how would you know that? Like, well, how you know, basically he was saying stuff that I knew there's no way he could know that, and he was saying it as if it was fact.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm not sure about something, I would say that. I would say I believe, or based, you know, I'm not going to just say it matter of fact, and I don't really know. So I made some comments here and there, nothing rude, but I'm just like, and I would say, hey, you know, how would you know this? Or you, and I would advise him, don't say stuff without proof, because what happens is people like Tommy Sotomayor, if you say something that's not true about him, and he's able to later prove that it's not true, it's like basically the opposition takes a major L. It's like, see, all these guys, they're just haters. You see, look, they said this and it's not even true. So that basically discredits you and everybody else who challenges them. So that's all I said. And then there was a time where there was another guy who basically trolled my channel. He created a channel with my icon, and he was pretending to be me, and he would go around and say all kind of nonsense. And I think he went on Jay Black's channel and said some stuff, and Jay Black just, you know, he's pretty smart with his videos, but, you know, I guess we're all human, so sometimes he's not so smart, and he was able to sort of fall for the bullshit. I mean, it's very easy to click on someone's channel and see that it's not me based on subscribers and all that, but he actually thought it was me, and I think he made a video talking about it, and somebody called him out. They're like, that's not Stupidity Exodus. That's a fake channel. You know what I'm saying? And then also, he did a video about me. He said some stuff that actually was not true. And he just did a video again that's saying some stuff that's not true. Like so what he does, basically, he does do some good exposés, but he will go too far. It's like he figures stuff out. It's all logical. But then at some point in time, he starts jumping into speculation, but he does it as if it's fact. And because of that, he has been wrong on quite a few things I've caught him on. You know what I mean? But the way
people that follow him, though, unfortunately don't give a shit. They just want to hear him bash somebody that they don't like.
So my perspective, like I actually commented on his video about me. I said, good job, you got me. The way I look at it is, from what I don't really watch his stuff. From what I see, he does more good than harm. I mean, it sucks that he can't just stick with the facts and he has to go, you know, a little bit extra. But since he does do a lot of good stuff, I'm just like, whatever, you know, do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm not really worried about it. You know, so that's the way I look at it. Because, you know, like right now he did a video. I'm not gonna go do a response video and say, oh, you know, he said this, and I'm gonna go break it down. I don't even care, man. It's not even the thing I care about is those people who are out there scamming and scheming and all that kind of bullshit. That's what I care about.
Yeah, I'm more petty. I'll go after somebody that says shit about me.
Well, that's on you. You do you, I do me. But I'm not. I just look. I spend way too much time on YouTube as it is. I don't need to spend any extra time on some, you know, back and forth. No, I'm good. You
got this whole life thing that we don't really have around here.
The what?
You have a life.
Oh, exactly. And on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. Whatever the fuck that means.
Can I ask you a question before you do?
Yes, you can.
We have in my live chat, I don't know if you can see it, but my co-host Jessica Berserker, and we did a video, and you commented that she was crazy, and after you commented that, you unsubbed from my Twitter. Do you remember what she said, or why you did it, or was it the fake guy who did it?
Wait a minute. Why am I unsubbed from you?
I don't know.
That's interesting. But you wouldn't know when I unsub though. So when you say I unsub from you, how would you? Because you don't get a notification.
No, but I can go through my subs, and I don't. At the time, I only had it was under 2,000, and you have like 2,000 subs, so I can go up and look at the subscribers, or who has the biggest subscribe count, who subbed to me. And I used to see you, and now because it's always at the top because you had so many subs, and yeah, now it's gone.
What video was that?
It's on my second channel. Geez, it was a long stream.
And what was the topic?
Probably alt-right stuff, or maybe religious stuff.
I don't know. I don't. First of all, I'm surprised that I'm not subscribed to you. Well, I'm subscribed now. And I don't remember having any issue with anything that you said.
It wasn't me. It was.
I wrote a comment though.
Yeah, it was the girl I have on, Beautiful Berserker, and it was a short comment. It was something like the girl's crazy or nuts or something like that.
I don't remember. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I figured it was just an oops. I mean, who would unsub for me? I mean, that makes no sense.
Nobody unsub from TheCynix. In fact, everybody listens to this live stream. If you're subscribed to TheCynix, what you need to do right now is to create 5 fake accounts to subscribe to him, so he can increase his subscriber count by 5. 7 times 5 is how much? My math is bad.
35.
How
35. Much? 35.
35,000 subscribers in a night? What?
See, that's why I like this guy.
We can do it, man. Everybody get together. Let's do it. 5 fake accounts. You know, the funny thing is, of course, I'm just bullshitting, but there's people who do stuff like this. Like big YouTubers that take advantage of their numbers to do all kinds of stuff. Like, for example, they wanna win. I think Yusuf did this. What's his name? I forgot. Yusuf, who is he? FoozyTube. He might have won an award using his audience, like tricking them to somehow voting for him for something.
Yes, I remember that story.
Yep. So I'm sitting there saying this, but I've seen YouTubers do bullshit like that. We're like, yeah, guys, help me out. And they go do stuff. Like, wow. Anyway.
Well, Stupidity, I appreciate you coming by to my stupid little channel and bullshitting with me. Everybody, his link is in the description. Go sub. He's actually one of the smarter YouTubers that actually tries, and he actually looks and doesn't just blurt out bullshit like I do.
I like the honesty there, Cynics.
I'm a pretty honest person.
He said he blurts out bullshit.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
Well, guys, that's Stupidity. Like I said, definitely go check him out. Jessica, Sean's in here. Jacob's in here. Who else? Rob. Skittles. Oh, Skittles. I meant to talk to him about your video. Yes, he is a good guy. What are you guys talking about in here? I want to end it soon, but. What's up, Jessica? Does anybody want to jump in for the last few minutes? We can bullshit about anything you want. I want to do this once, and God, I hope I don't get screwed for doing this. Sean, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I was catching your live stream last night. I was hoping somebody that would disagree with you came on, but that level guy was actually, he's on your side. Oh, yeah, Jessica and Sean still need to do their debate about Grand Canyon, I believe. And was that the evolution or the date of the year? I think it's the evolution debate. Yeah, North Korea, that's something that I'm not very know a whole lot about. We got Neeb, though, and maybe we can get Neeb on one day to talk about the North Korea. Of course, Jessica knows Neeb, not me, and Jessica, you know, she doesn't like helping me out. She's never there for me, so she won't get Neeb for me. I'm just blabbering at this point. But since nobody wants to jump in, I will end this. Once again, I do appreciate Stupidity Exodus coming by. I appreciate all you motherfuckers that come by. 15 likes, that's nice. 10 watching now. It's so nice to be able to end a stream when you got people watching, because usually I waited till there was 0. All right, guys, we're out.